What should I write? Ah, I know. The Tempest. Our story begins in 1623, on an island near Naples. It is home to only 4 creatures: Prospero, the usurped Duke of Milan, his daughter Miranda, Caliban, a mutant human fish animal that serves Prospero, and a spirit named Ariel, who also serves Prospero. Through his time on the island, Prospero became a powerful sorcerer with the ability to control almost anything on the island, using only his staff and his books. The 4 beings were stranded, but hope was not yet lost, for a grand vessel from Naples was sailing upon the horizon. It carried the King of Naples, Alonso, and Prospero's evil brother, Antonio, as well as the King's loyal servant, Gonzalo, the King's son, Ferdinand, the King's brother, Sebastian, the King's drunken butler, Stefano, and the jester, Trinculo, as well as boatswain, a sailor working for the captain. We're nearing the mainland. We've only 50 miles left. Those 50 miles may take as long as 100 when we reach that storm cloud. We could travel around. No, we cannot. We need to return to the mainland before the people of Naples think that we have died. If we go through, then we will have died. When I last checked, thou were the King's advisor, not mine. With any luck, the cloud will have dispersed before we strike it anyway. Perhaps I was mistaken. I'll turn the ship. The ship is doomed. We shall all sink. If we are to sink, then let us sink with the king. Ferdinand, my son! Hither, swiftly! Hell is empty, and all the devils are here. Mercy on us! We split! Oh no! All those poor people! Why, father, why? Be collected. No more amazement. Tell your petitious heart there is no harm done. I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art. 12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was the Duke of Milan, and thou were my heir. Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? By foul play, as thou say'st, we were heaved thence, but blessedly hop hither. My brother and thy uncle, called Antonio, whom next thyself of all the world I loved, and to him put the manage of my state, as at the time through all seniorities it was the first. And Prospero, the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without a parallel. Those being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Thy false uncle perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, who to advance and who to trash for overtopping. New created the creatures that were mine, I say, or changed them, or else new formed them. Having both the key of officer and office, he set all hearts in the state to what tune pleased his ear. That now he was the ivy which had hid my princely trunk, and sucked my verdure out in it. Thy uncle called for the aid of the King of Naples, Alonso, and united they swiftly dispatched of my dukedom. And one midnight, fated to the purpose, did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness, the ministers, for the purpose, hurried thence me and thy crying self. How can this be so? Didst thou never attempt to escape? I could not risk thy life. Now rest. I will wake thee when thou art needed. Was it done as I requested, Ariel?
Why, yes, sir. They have been scattered about the isle. However, Ferdinand, the king's son, hath been placed on his own.
Very good, Ariel. Yet there is more work that needs doing, and then I shall set thee free. We must speak with the creature Caliban. Dost thou not see what that thing is? It does not deserve any attention, and it shall not receive any, but for it to gather wood. Now come, we must not delay any longer. Caliban! Caliban! Wake from thy slumber. Thou must gather firewood.
There is wood enough already within.
And yet thou shalt gather more.
I will not do thy errands, while thou art fit to do them thyself.
I would smite thee with my staff, if thou had not a task to be doing. Now leave.
As you wish, master.
What is it? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about! Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form. But 'tis a spirit. No, wench, it eats and sleeps, and hath such feelings as we have such. This gallant which thou seest was in the wreck, and he's something stained with grief, that's beauty's canker. Thou mightst call him a goodly person. He hath lost his fellows, and strays about to find them. I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble. Worry thee not, sire. Thy son shall be found soon. My son perished in the storm, Gonzalo. There is yet nothing that we can do to recover him, unless his body is swept upon the shore.
Sleep now. Sleep.
What enchantment hath fallen over them? It is the island, Sebastian. Sorcery occurs here. You know, the king should not sleep outside. Anything, or anyone, could take him to the grave, making one of us king. Exactly, my friend, and all we must do is murder the king while he sleeps.
Wake swiftly.
Why art thou swords drawn?
I heard the call of a wild creature, sir.
Then it is no longer safe for us to linger in this crevice. Let us resume the search for my poor son.
I have done nothing but serve the dreaded Prospero since he came here and enslaved me. I would kill him if I had the tools to do so.
What hath we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. He smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell. Bless my bottle! Trinculo! What luck hath befallen me? And what is this? Is it alive? Does it speak? A swig of liquor should wake it, if it is capable of waking. Stephano, art thou sure thou should be wasting thy drink on this thing? There might not be anything else to drink on the island. Now, Trinculo, a sip of alcohol has never harmed anyone.
What is this magical liquid? I want more. I need more.
All in due time, but first, what is thy name, and who owns this mystical isle?
I am Caliban, and he who owns this isle is named Prospero. An evil man is he, treated me like a monster and a slave, but I can tell that thou art different. Thou could become the ruler of this place, if only Prospero was gone.
Then it shall be done. Take me to this Prospero, and I shall end him.
If thou art to strike, then strike when he is asleep. But beware, for he is a powerful sorcerer, whose power comes from his books. Burn his books, and he will be no more than an old man with a walking stick.
Thou art lying, Caliban.
Thou doubt my monster?
Come now, we must not delay any longer. Prospero will be asleep within half an hour.
I am sorry, Trinculo.
As an apology, a title will be given to thee once I am king.
I cannot walk any further. Oh, how I ache! I cannot blame thee. I too feel the strain of walking about this treacherous isle. Food? Directions!
Alonso, the grand king of Naples, reduced to mere dust. There art traitors amongst thee, and one elsewhere who bears the name of Prospero.
Prospero? Alive after all these years? We should have never banished him.
Hurry, hurry! At this speed we'll reach the grass after nightfall.
Ariel, free the others. They have suffered enough. All of thee whom I call friends, rejoice, for thou may now return to Naples unharmed.
Alas, Prospero, I doth apologize for the taking of thy dukedom, and I shall return it to thee.
I sincerely thank thee. And unto you, Alonso, I shall give thy son. Father, such happiness and relief as I hath not felt before. And who is this young maiden that stands behind the Duke? This, father, is the one who I love. Much hath I missed.
Sir, thou must see this. Our vessel has returned.
All is well. Thou shalt be free, as I promised. I shall break my staff, and drown my books. And so ends our tale of survival, torture, love, and grief, the last play Shakespeare ever wrote alone. Caliban was left upon the isle, while the others travelled back to Naples and lived the rest of their lives in peace.